If you make me wait for that intro one more time, I'm gonna change one of the settings on your computer.
We'll never get any
How
of this
about that?
back. Nothing will ever
How
work
about that?
again. One setting, it's all over.
Tit for tat, Phil.
Next on Ugly Thirds.
Yeah, take that.
Welcome back, sports fans, to another episode of Ugly Thirds. Today's topic is the Coyotes Desertscape ratings, the rating rarities. Gentlemen, take it away.
I mean, it's up there with Merry Melodies. It's not that
rolls off
hard.
the
Rating
tongue.
rarities, rating
It's like
rarities,
talking
rating
into a
rarities, rating
cannonball.
rarities, rating rarities. I mean, not that you'd know. It's the thing from Jabba the Hutt's palace. It like pops out. And
Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut. When
Pizza
pizza's
the
gonna call
Hut.
out for you. I'm making a second one.
You learned the name of that yesterday.
Yeah, what was it, Phil?
GT 8L.
Good. Look at you being a bigger Star Wars nerd than me for once. I'm somewhat proud. I think I'm proud.
No, you haven't played the game yet. So.
That's true. So he doesn't know. He has no idea what we're talking about.
I don't know.
Not a
I've
clue.
never seen that. Never
You've
seen
lost.
Star Trek before, so go ahead.
While it didn't make it here, I guarantee it was very loud as it hit the mic. Now,
We're
the
already
point
off
of
the
this show-
rails.
yes.
Yeah. What is the point of this show?
I wondered that for years. The point of this show is that there are rare jerseys that are important to all of our collections. That's kind of what these serious collectors go for, these interesting pieces. And so we want to look at these individual jerseys, time to talk about these individual jerseys and what makes them special, why they're special, info about them. And in order to make it interesting, we're ranking them all in one big list with our 5-point patented system
Of 10 points.
of 10
The
points
5-point
each.
patented system of 10 points.
5 categories.
5 categories, 10 points for 10 points.
Of
5
5
points
points of the 10
of the
point
10 points
system.
each. Give you 100%. If you have 100% of the time. If you don't, you're gonna be in a heap of trouble. That's what. Okay. Why don't we flip the script and look at the list first?
When
Of
you
the
know
jerseys
the
we've
train
looked
is
at.
going to hit the object, but you
You
know it's
can't
gonna
look
be
away,
bad.
and that's how we try and bring in subscribers. This is what we've looked at so far. It's a 50-point system. We all are 5 out of 5 categories of 10 each, and then you average Shrem's and my things. Looking at these so far, the top is the Storm Surge jersey, the Lightning 90s third jersey at 41 out of 50. Our lowest is still the Oilers 1 year, which just blends in a lot in the crowd. But we have a Leaping Coyote on here already, which in the Reebok era, we ranked that at a 25, which is midway up the pack. And we've seen some interesting ones, a lot in the low 30s in what we've been doing in this batch of recordings. So let's see where this one ends up.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how this goes based on recent events, because I feel like a year ago we're talking a completely different experience.
It's gonna skew things.
Yes.
So why don't we do the close-ups of what those categories are before we talk about this jersey itself. So appearance, how good does it look? Noticeability, if you walk into that rink, womp womp, are people going to notice you? The number kit, how good are the numbers that you put on it? The rarity, can you find this thing at all? And the value, when you find it, just how much should you pay for it? Banana. Okay. This jersey, Phoenix wore this from 1999 to 2003.
Mm-hmm.
There is one version of this that is rarer. 1 year, 1998-99, they wore it without this sand outline. So it is
Shut
just
up.
according to NHL uniforms, I've never seen one.
Oh, which one do I have at home now?
I'm pretty sure it's this one. Like, to find the other one is so not happening. So if you can find the one without this outline, 1 year, good luck. If anyone has it, put it like let us know in the comments. I'd love to just see one to confirm.
Yeah.
There is also a starter jersey. We talked about how starters screwed up my last one. There is one where it has a purple stripe on here in between the black and the green. We categorize as a starter fashion jersey. You called it out immediately. There's one on eBay. I just saw it. I'm like, I know that one. So
But we're learning more and more that starter was it. Aesthetics did a video of who the makers were during these particular years, and before we standardized it with Reebok for the most part, if you wanted Bauer, like you contract with Bauer.
Right.
Nashville said, yeah, we want Bauer to make our jersey in our inaugural year. We're going to use Pro Player here, but over this team over here, they're going to use CCM Coho. Like, it's not something that you're able to easily find, and then you have those little nuances as well. Like why is the outline gone for a year and then why is it back? Like,
oh well, I think they realized the logo just blended in too much. Like, it got lost, and so adding that outline made it pop. And so the following years they added it.
But if you are new to this, NHLuniforms.com is the pinnacle of
my God, yeah.
jersey information with little details about that. That's where we get our information from.
Most of it, yeah.
Okay.
So 1998, Phoenix introduces a third jersey. They've been wearing the Kachina otherwise.
Yep.
Gorgeous looks. We all love the Kachinas. Some people love this logo more than others.
Yeah.
Phil's wearing. Hey, go ahead, Phil. Right?
Nice.
Everyone loves that one. Everyone loves these jerseys. And honestly, like this pattern in a simpler jersey, I'd be a huge fan. You put this pattern on this jersey, and I think it would have been like the best in the league at that point. But they just never did. They for as daring as Phoenix wanted to be, they wouldn't dare in the right direction.
This was, we landed on Desertscape for this one, simply based on what the hemline has to offer us. Certainly the most unique thing of the time.
Right, like you get a seascape, you get a landscape, like
Yeah.
it's a desertscape, complete with cacti. Like, well, and that's most people remember this jersey because of people making fun of cacti on a hockey jersey.
Yeah.
You're skating on ice and you're wearing cacti on your uniform.
But they owned it.
They did.
They leaned into it hard, and they said, you know what? We're going to stick with a salamander.
And these lizards. How fun of a lizard. You lizard.
I mean, you are pandering to the entire Southwest. You are trying to build hockey in a market where hockey is almost non-existent.
And it's full Phantom of the Opera Coyote with this.
I love it.
Like in the Kachina logo, it kind of like gets lost that he's only wearing half a goalie mask. Here, it's full on the Phantom.
And look what happened when they came back for Reverse Retro. Like, all purple with it. Oh, because money.
Yeah.
Because people like making money.
It is weird in the modern day now that we like the terrible. Like, we're leaning into how terrible things were, and kind of like I want to say it's like we're all part of the millennial malaise of just how awful everything is. Like, I always joke that my family always had a Russian sense of humor of like, oh, you think now's bad? No, don't cry. It used to be so much worse. These are the good times. And so, like, looking back at these awful jerseys is kind of tapping into that millennial dark humor of, yeah, well, not only just nostalgia, and I love it, but look how awful it was. I love how awful it was. It's not like, again, now these are the good times.
Yeah.
So.
But nostalgia is
It's a heck of a drug.
Yeah, it makes people a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
let's get into our
appearance.
The green does stand out. It's different. There's not enough green in the league. It's a very interesting green in that it's like a forest, and the orange pops well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I hate the Phantom of the Opera thing, and you are wearing cacti, so I ranked it a 6. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's great.
It's slightly elevated above the barber pole.
This is our best system.
The next time we should like hand draw things, but do it like backwards.
Yes.
And then let people watch us struggle with it.
We'll do it on an Etch-a-Sketch too, so you have to shake it clean.
It's not. It's if we're looking at the appearance of this jersey, the green I think is its saving grace.
Which is why I hated the reverse retro so much. If purple was not an improvement, orange, the baby puke orange was worse.
But this is of the barber pole of the late 90s. Like, this is, for me, this is awful. That said,
unnoticeable.
It's a 10.
Oh no, I mean it's an 8. Like, you're not searing eyeballs with it.
No.
And honestly I think that's it. Like, it's still like palatable, and there's enough green in the Coyotes, like it exists, right? I mean, there's like how amazing is it really? It's
so much going on. Good heavens.
I mean, like, considering how busy the Kachina is, that might actually be a objectively better look. Not a better jersey, but a better looking thing.
But people are gonna notice this thing. Like it's
Yeah,
it stands out.
it's not a barber pole.
It's a
not
barber
lightning
pole
storm,
in a
but
very
it's-
different way.
Yeah.
Um,
The number kit. So I got this with a Drake Barahowski, similar to my last name, and I think it's amusing. Phil immediately fat shamed this W. Phil, you wanna zoom
that
in
is
on
a
it?
chonky W.
We were when we unboxed these, that was his comment. And I think I said, "Are you fat shaming my W?" It's and look at those E's. Those E's are goofy.
There is no breathing room in that W.
That Y is also like that's a field goal post. Like it's not an angle. It's a weird font. The number font is quite nice.
Yeah,
The letter font is trash.
I like the layered. I think, what do we call this? Desert sand or something like that.
Yeah, then this is sand. I don't know if the orange actually. The orange might have a name, but I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Burnt sienna or some nonsense.
I like I like how the sand and the orange and the black, they complement each other
Yeah.
very well. Like, it's easy to see, and up close is very, very nice to look at too.
Very nice, not so nice. And so that's why I have it as a 6.
Ooh, 117.
Again, our finest system. Rarity, you can find these, but they keep going. Like, recent events have made it so. Like, I figure this could go one of two ways, and it would watershed. Like, there's no in between of either everyone's going to hate the Coyotes because they left, which I think happened to the Whalers initially, and then like once they were gone, people were like,
I miss him.
right.
Good
But
thought.
initially in the North Star, same thing. Everyone hated it, like get out of town, be gone. And then okay, maybe we were a bit too harsh. Or everyone's gonna drive the price way up because it's rare you're not getting other ones. And I think we've seen entirely it's rare you're not getting more of them. People
Yep.
have tried to cash in on this.
Yeah, for sure. It's been people have just gone gangbusters with these things.
Price though doesn't mean it's not rare. And so I put this again at a 6.
Ooh, you and I have the same thing here.
Wow.
You can get them.
You can get them.
And even if it is like, once we get Utah into the conversation, these things are gonna fizzle. People were cashing in the day after that team officially announced, like the day after the last game, when everybody's waxing poetic about the good old days of the Coyotes and that one time they made the playoffs. It was an opportunity for people who are capitalistic to be like, you know what, I'm going to cash in on how sad they
And
are.
you can find bunches of these. Like, these are popping up. I need to find a blank Adidas one because for 1 year they wore silver outlines on the numbers for the 25th anniversary for the third jersey.
Yeah.
But I can't find the Adidas. Like, there's an Adidas one for $9.99, not with a decimal point, $999, and it's like, get out of here. So, you can find them, but you're gonna pay through the nose at least right now. So I wrote down a 5. It's a 7. You're looking at that 250 range right now.
Yeah, it's 250.
So, oh no,
He's shaking.
he's shaking his head at us. Look, it's a good jersey. It's a good collector's jersey. It's a good conversation piece jersey.
It is.
But it's not a good hockey jersey.
I think because the team, where it was and where it was branded and now where
it's gone.
It's going to be one of those forgettable things in a couple of years. Here's the thing. It's going to go the way of the Atlanta Thrashers.
Yeah.
Nobody, a decade later, like, nobody is talking about the Atlanta Thrashers, and you don't
unless
have
you're
that.
Kevin Weeks.
Well, the new Atlanta Thrashers.
Right.
But nobody
take
has
3.
that nostalgia like they do for the Whalers or for the Nordiques.
And I get the feeling it's gonna stay that way. Once the initial shock fades, I think it's gonna be that way in general.
Yeah. And once Utah makes their initial, official rather, once they make their official look, that's it. Like, this is going to be an afterthought.
Bill,
You think?
I think it's low pack. No.
Is it above St. Pat's? Or it is
What?
It is St. Pat's.
It should not be. Are we that flawed? Is it that
It was my 10.
noticeability?
It was my 10. Ooh, it went up.
Oh, I don't like that.
See, now
both
you're
at
seeing.
You're both at 33.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
you're,
It should not be above the barber pole. Wow.
It was.
You know,
was
it's
my
and
10.
it's that, and then the value right now it's inflated. Like
It
it's
is.
inflated. Like I feel like we need to readdress this in here and knock it down a few pegs. I should have stuck with my 5. That would have knocked it down. That would have put it below, right where it belongs. Is it too late for me to change?
It is.
Oh.
These are locked in for
Locked
life.
in.
You're done. It's like a
I
mortgage
don't
rate.
think it's a bad idea in the year after Utah releases their look, and you can actually like see like what is the actual, you know,
Some revisions. Maybe we do a compilation episode of looking at all these and like what would we adjust. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right.
We're running out of content, so
I mean,
we
we'll
might as
get
well.
something. Yeah. So, look, tell us how. What do you think? Do you agree? Disagree? Are we right? And how do you think about that final ranking? Because I am now very upset about my own ranking. So
See, now you're upset to the level I am that Vancouver is still as high as
yeah,
it is.
this
See?
is my Millionaire's jersey on that one.
But luckily, the system's not flawed, so everything's perfect.
I really this is the thing this is the only thing that must not change. So with that, he's Shrems. I'm John. Phil, why don't you take us out?
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, ring the bell to get notifications when we post new videos, and come back for another episode of Ugly Thirds.
I've never seen John this upset. This is upsetting me, and an upset of the. Just cut it, Phil. I'm.